Hey, Eagles Nation! Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the latest and greatest updates on our beloved Philadelphia Eagles. Today, we've got a packed episode for you, covering 3 major stories that every Eagles fan needs to know about. First up, we're diving into the potential players the Eagles might target in the upcoming NFL Draft. Who's on their radar? Who could be the next big thing in Philly? Stick around because we've got some exciting names to discuss. But that's not all. We'll also be breaking down the latest trade talks surrounding the Eagles. Are they looking to make a splash before the season starts? And finally, we'll catch you up on the latest story involving our star quarterback, Jalen Hurts. What's been going on with him lately? So, grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's get into it. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go. The first story is all about the future of the Eagles. The 2025 NFL Draft. With the draft just around the corner, the Eagles are in a prime position to add some serious talent to their roster. Let's talk about some of the potential players they might be targeting, as well as the team's overall strategy heading into one of the most important events of the offseason. First on the list is James Pierce Jr., the standout edge rusher from Tennessee. Pierce has been a force to be reckoned with in college football, and his ability to disrupt offenses would be a huge boost to the Eagles' defense. Last season, Pierce recorded 12 sacks and 18 tackles for loss, showcasing his ability to dominate in the trenches. At 6 feet 5 inches and 250 pounds, Pierce has the ideal frame for an NFL edge rusher, and his explosive first step makes him a nightmare for offensive tackles. With Haason Reddick entering the later stages of his career, the Eagles might be looking to secure their pass rush for the future. Pierce's combination of speed, power, and technique makes him a top 10 talent, and if he's available when the Eagles are on the clock, he could be a no-brainer pick. Adding a player like Pierce would not only address an immediate need, but also set the foundation for the Eagles' defense for years to come. Next up, we have Cooper DeJean, the versatile cornerback from Iowa. DeJean's ability to play both outside and in the slot makes him an attractive option for the Eagles, who are always looking to strengthen their secondary. His ball-hawking skills and athleticism could make him an instant impact player. Last season, DeJean recorded 5 interceptions and returned 2 of them for touchdowns, proving he's a playmaker in every sense of the word. At 6 feet 1 inch and 205 pounds, DeJean has the size and physicality to match up with the NFL's bigger receivers, and his fluid hips allow him to stay in phase with quicker route runners. With Darius Slay and James Bradbury not getting any younger, the Eagles need to start planning for the future, and DeJean could be the perfect fit. His versatility would also give defensive coordinator Vic Fangio the flexibility to deploy him in multiple roles, whether it's as a boundary corner, a slot defender, or even a safety in certain packages. And let's not forget about the offensive side of the ball. Braylon Allen, the powerhouse running back from Wisconsin, has been linked to the Eagles as well. With the team looking to establish a more balanced offense, Allen's physical running style could be exactly what they need to complement Jalen Hurts and the passing game. Allen rushed for over 1,500 yards and 18 touchdowns last season, showcasing his ability to carry the load as a workhorse back. At 6 feet 2 inches and 240 pounds, Allen is a bruising runner who can wear down defenses over the course of a game. He's also shown improvement as a pass catcher, which would make him a valuable asset in Nick Sirianni's offense. The Eagles have struggled to find consistency in their running game in recent years, and Allen could be the solution to that problem. Pairing him with Hurts in the backfield would give the Eagles one of the most dynamic rushing attacks in the league. But here's the thing, the draft is always full of surprises. Will the Eagles stick to their board, or will they make a bold move to trade up or down? General Manager Howie Roseman is known for his aggressive approach, and he's never afraid to make a splash. The Eagles currently hold multiple picks in the first 3 rounds, giving them the flexibility to move around the board if they see a player they love. One name to keep an eye on is Malik Neighbors, the explosive wide receiver from LSU. While the Eagles already have A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, adding a player like Neighbors could take the offense to another level. His ability to create separation and make plays after the catch would give Hurts another weapon to work with. Another position to watch is the offensive line. The Eagles have always prioritized building in the trenches, and with Jason Kelce retiring, they could look to add a young center or guard to develop behind Cam Jurgens. Jackson Powers Johnson from Oregon is one name that's been linked to the Eagles. He's a technically sound lineman with the versatility to play multiple positions, which fits the Eagles' philosophy perfectly. The second story is all about the latest trade rumors swirling around the Eagles. As we all know, Howie Roseman is never one to sit still, and this offseason is no different. Let's dive into the latest buzz and explore the potential moves that could reshape the Eagles' roster heading into the 2025 season. First, there's been chatter about the Eagles potentially trading for Patrick Surtain II, the elite cornerback from the Denver Broncos. Surtain is one of the best young defensive backs in the league, and adding him to the Eagles' secondary would be a game changer. Last season, Surtain recorded 4 interceptions and allowed a passer rating of just 65.3 when targeted, solidifying his reputation as a shutdown corner. At just 25 years old, Surtain is already a 2-time Pro Bowler and has the size, 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and athleticism to match up with the NFL's top receivers. The Broncos are reportedly open to moving Surtain for the right price, and the Eagles have the draft capital to make it happen. A deal for Surtain would likely require at least a first-round pick and possibly a mid-round selection, but if anyone can pull off a blockbuster trade, it's Howie Roseman. Pairing Surtain with Darius Slay and James Bradberry would give the Eagles one of the most formidable secondaries in the league, and it would address a position that could become a need in the near future as Slay and Bradberry age. Another name to keep an eye on is Davante Adams, the star wide receiver from the Las Vegas Raiders. While this might seem like a long shot, the Eagles have shown interest in adding another weapon for Jalen Hurts. Imagine Adams lining up alongside A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. That's a nightmare for any defense. Adams is coming off another stellar season, racking up 1,400 receiving yards and 12 touchdowns, proving he's still one of the most dominant receivers in the game. The Raiders are in rebuilding mode, and if the Eagles are willing to part with a first-round pick, they could potentially land one of the best receivers in the game. Adams' route-running precision, hands, and ability to win contested catches would make the Eagles' offense virtually unstoppable. While the Eagles already have a strong receiving core, adding a player of Adams' caliber would take the unit to another level and give Hurts another reliable target in critical moments. But here's the kicker. There's also talk about the Eagles potentially trading away one of their own players. Dallas Goedert's name has come up in trade discussions, with some teams reportedly interested in the talented tight end. While it would be tough to see Goedert go, the Eagles might be looking to free up cap space or acquire draft capital. Goedert is one of the best tight ends in the league, but with the emergence of Grant Calcaterra and the potential to draft a young tight end, the Eagles might feel comfortable moving on. Goedert has been a reliable target for Hurts, but injuries have been a concern in recent years, and the Eagles might see this as an opportunity to get value for him while they can. A trade involving Goedert could net the Eagles a mid-round pick or even a player at a position of need, such as linebacker or safety. The Eagles are also reportedly exploring the possibility of adding depth to their defensive line. Chase Young, the former number 2nd overall pick, has been mentioned as a potential target. Young is coming off a solid season with the San Francisco 49ers, and while he hasn't quite lived up to his draft hype, he's still a talented pass rusher who could thrive in the Eagles' system. Adding Young to a defensive line that already features Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, and Jordan Davis would give the Eagles one of the most fearsome pass rushes in the league. The third story is all about our franchise quarterback, Jalen Hurts. It's been an eventful offseason for Hurts, both on and off the field. Let's break it down. First, on the field, Hurts has been putting in the work. Reports from training camp suggest that he's been focusing on improving his deep ball accuracy and decision-making under pressure. With a new offensive coordinator in town, Hurts is looking to take his game to the next level. Last season, Hurts threw for 3,800 yards and 28 touchdowns, but he also had 12 interceptions, which is an area he's looking to improve. The Eagles' offense is built around his dual threat ability, and if he can become more consistent as a passer, this team could be unstoppable. But it's not just about football. Off the field, Hurts has been making headlines for his philanthropic efforts. He recently announced the launch of the Jalen Hurts Foundation, which aims to support underprivileged youth through education and sports programs. The foundation will provide scholarships, mentorship opportunities, and resources to help young people achieve their dreams. It's always great to see our players giving back to the community, and Hurts is proving to be a leader both on and off the field. And that's a wrap, Eagles Nation. We've covered a lot of ground today, from potential draft picks to blockbuster trade talks and the latest on Jalen Hurts. It's an exciting time to be an Eagles fan, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And let us know in the comments, which story are you most excited about? The draft, the trade rumors, or Jalen Hurts' future? Thanks for watching, and as always, fly Eagles fly.